Emily and I met probably about 3 or 4 years ago through a community housing task force in Milwaukee that was set up by Emily and a group of her friends. They were trying to solve the problem of housing for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities, which includes autism as well. And I was kind of on a quest at that point to look for housing for my kids. Emily and her husband Trevor also have 2 kids just like I do on the spectrum. And it was amazing because we had the same vision.
I was so excited because I knew how passionate she was about developing something for kids like ours.
Ultimately, what we're trying to do is change the world's view on what living on your own is.
The state of affairs in terms of adult residential communities is absolutely horrible. The availability of adult residential communities is so much less than what we need. And so Communities of Crocus wants to provide a place. And they want to provide a place for those individuals, and these individuals can have a variety of needs in terms of those who maybe can live a bit more independently, but also Communities of Crocus wants to provide a place for individuals like my daughter who need essentially 24/7 care of some sort.
When I first heard about Crocus from my friend and the way he described, I felt relieved. The biggest concern, not only mine, but if you talk to any other parent, the biggest concern that eats us up is what will happen to him or her when we are not around. That is the biggest concern of the parents. That is 24/7 for us.
A lot of times when you're talking about kids with special needs, you forget about their parents. You forget about their grandmothers, the grandfathers, the cousins, the uncles, all the people that are coming along with them, the caregivers. Our project is going to serve the whole gamut. It's going to serve the residents and all the other people. And I think that that's extremely important, and that's where our heart is.
Communities of Crocus, the way I see it, is an option for us, for our own daughter. So we want to see this community come alive. We want to see it blossom. Yes, it's got to be built first, and in the future it's going to need a lot of support. It's going to need an endowment, and it's going to need a way to continue to function.
We've been working for the last 2.5 years on, how do we develop a community. We've been, gaining these partners and having these wonderful blessings of people who've come into our world.
We have a number of phenomenal people on our side. We have an incredible board with real estate background, banking background, nonprofit management background. HGA, our architect partners, have just been phenomenal.
So this notion of building multiple places to live for different kinds of adults with autism as well as their families is just a great need in our community, and it's something that I think is going to serve not only this community well, but be a model, I think, for a lot of other places across the country.
The goal at this point is to have multiple phases to the community. Right now we're marching steadily towards phase 1.
So right now we're working on the design for phase 1, and that's going to be 3 care homes, and each of these homes has 4 apartments in it. Again, for adults with autism, they can live independently. There's a living room, bedroom, kitchen, and they'll live there with whatever supportive staff they need. But what's unique about the houses is those 4 apartments surround a central core of shared space, and then adjacent to those 3 homes are what they're calling the center, and that's really a place for recreation. It's a place for, again, some of those supportive services. So there's going to be art therapy, music therapy, physical therapy. There's a pool in the building, places to get some of the supportive services that they need.
So it truly is like an entire community to serve a group of people that some need a little bit of help and some need a lot more help.
Funding it's huge. Capital support is critically important.
We need individuals to come on board that believe in this project, that want to support these individuals that desperately need to have a community of their own.
People look at this and say, okay, well, that's helping that small population. And many of those same people that feel like they can support us, I think they want to know that this helps the overall community as well.
There's just something unique and special about knowing that you're working on a project that actually means something, that actually is going to support and help people in the community.
I'm pleased and glad, and I'm happy too that hopefully we'll get going soon.
What I'd like to see is for us to grow to something where people outside of our community know COC as something that truly brings tremendous benefit. I'm really excited. We know that there's a lot of work to do still, but I'm very excited as to what this could mean for my family and families like mine.
It's going to be a phenomenal opportunity for individuals with higher needs to be part of something that they would never be a part of if they were living in a scattered site all across Milwaukee. So I'm excited to be on the forefront along with Emily to bring such a community to this area.